want to dive too deep into, that initial In Touch story that dropped that revealed abuse by Josh to his sisters, and to another victim outside the family. Um, but I do want to talk about your specific role in it in confronting Josh. Because it's one thing in the book that I think stands out. It's a story that I think you've shared before, confronting him and talking to him. What was your feeling in that moment? Like, were you going in going like, uh, just heartbroken because you're not the person I thought you were? Was it just rage? Like, what was your emotion going in to that conversation?
I just felt extremely betrayed. And at the same time, I felt like he was a stranger and I didn't know him. And it was a really weird feeling because I grew up with him and we were like so close. And we would text each other. Even when he was married, we would send text messages and memes and all kinds of stuff together. And even 2 weeks before he was arrested for the very last, insanely disgusting scandal, um, he was texting me 2 weeks before
Yeah.
he was arrested. So for me, I just didn't know him. And it was like this weird feeling of like I'm walking in here, I'm going to get answers. Who the blank have I been spending time with? And it was very much like and also very protective of the sisters, very protective. I felt like someone has to protect them, and by all means it's going to be me. And it was kind of like a mama bear, but I just wanted to hug them and hold them because they were so innocent and they're so beautiful. Those girls are gorgeous. And so and they have such kind hearts. And so I was so mad. I mean I was seeing red. Oh man, that day. That could have been a movie, literally. 'Cause oh, that was a lot. It was a lot. But yeah, I just faced him like a stranger, like an abuser. I was just like, "Oh, really? You want to go there? Let's go there." Like I was not backing down. I was not backing down.
Yeah, in that conversation, when you confronted him, you his response was very much just passive. Like, it was very much just almost indifferent to the fact that this is happening, at least from the way you describe it. Anna was also there supporting him during that time. What was her reaction? Like, did you even clock a reaction from her, or was it just purely focused on Josh? Because, like, I think that's the other piece that everyone just goes like, "What's going on with this? Like,
Yeah.
how do you stay with someone who's doing these things?" Like,
Right.
what was her take on or posture during that conversation?
Again, this is my opinion. I just want to put that out there.
Your opinion,
For legal
allegedly.
reasons. Legal reasons. I have learned that. I have
Yeah.
learned that. Yeah, so she was very much loving, holding hands, looking at Josh, smiling, trying to offer, hold his like touch his little shoulder, just very much like I'm here for you. I'm here for you. And like we're going to get through this together. She didn't say that out loud, but that was her mannerisms and the way that she like just embraced him. That I was just like, oh, like, please, like, no, like, I'm not having that. Like, let's get to the real point. I've always been a truth like seeker, and I knew there was more to that story, clearly. And if no one was going to give me answers, I was darn well going to go and find them myself.
Yeah.
Yeah,
This is one of the criticisms that I think I just don't understand is because, like, there's some things, like, I just don't know. Like, and we're even having a
yeah,
conversation now, and it's like, who knows? Like, I don't
yeah,
know you, you don't know me. Like, so
right,
when you read certain things about like people's intent, it's like, well, who knows? Like, that's just
right,
conjecture. The one that doesn't make sense to me is I know that there were some that were like, when they hear that story of you confronting Josh, the reaction was like, this isn't about you, you know? And I thought that was a weird read on it because I relate to confronting somebody about something that didn't happen to me, but,
yeah,
happened in an orbit I knew. And so that feeling of going and be like, why did I wish you would have tried something with me? I would have stopped you. I would have done this and all those things. Like, that feels very relatable and true,
yeah,
to something that would happen. The piece I want to ask on that though is when it comes to feeling protective of these girls, their stories, when it came time to share these stories or when it came time to explain that scenario or to write in a book, like, how did you do that tightrope between, like, honoring their story and also, like, this is your cousin, like, how do you
Yeah,
navigate that without also re-traumatizing them,
right.
re-airing their story in a way that, like, could potentially cause damage to them? Like, how did you make those decisions?
I think throughout the book, I knew that I didn't really wanna say names.
Yeah,
There's a lot of things that's happened, finding one of my cousins in the closet crying and
yeah,
all of that. I didn't wanna say names because that's not what it's about. It's about the fact that it all leads to what happens at the end, right? And so for me, um, I wanted to protect them more than ever. I wanted to
yeah,
protect I My cousins are still, even though I don't see them, even though I don't talk to a lot of them, many, many, many of them. I Jill and I are the closest.
yeah, I was gonna
Um
mention, yeah.
then yeah, then it's something that's ingrained in me, I'm the oldest cousin out of everyone, and I still love them. I might not be in their lives, as of right now, but I do still love them, and I will always protect them, and I wanted to share the truth, but I also wanted to protect their identity, and I wanted to protect their trauma, and so I try to do it in a way that would honor them but also share the truth because the truth, honestly, even though it's cliche, it sets you free. And it's like all of these things about me, like, oh, it's not about you confronting Josh. Geez, Amy, you're just like, trying to get as much camera time as you can, or oh, the media will just soak this up, or
Yeah,
riding the coattails of the Duggar family. I have heard it all. I have heard it all. But if you really think about it, and I'm not tooting my own horn, nothing like that, but who did have the bravery to do it? Who was
yeah,
going to do it? God made me that way. I'm like Martha from the Bible. I'm gonna stand up for what is right. I'm not gonna be sad about it. I'm not gonna back down. I'm not gonna be scared of it. And this is the darkness that has to be advocated. You have to talk about things. You have to confront evil because it lets people know that it doesn't have to be this way,
yeah,
right? You can't just continue to let them lurk in the darkness and to do things and that hurt people and hurt children and all of that. It's just it can't it's got to stop.
yeah,
And so by talking about it, I think it just becomes even more real and it becomes more apparent. And so for me in that moment, I didn't think about like, oh, this is going to look really good for the media.
yeah,
That's going to be a fun little look. I'm going to do that. Yeah.
yeah,
No, I just got in my car and I was like, that's it. I am done with this crap. I am done with a family
yeah,
that doesn't speak truth. And
yeah.
I'm done with those that I don't like liars. I can't handle anyone that's not going to be honest. And in my book, all I am is honest.